Hello, my name is Dulce, and today I will be training on the 5 steps to problem solving. The objectives for this evening will be the following. The trainee will be able to identify the 5 problem solving steps. The trainee will be able to apply the problem solving steps when necessary. And lastly, the trainee will be able to decide what to do when addressing an organizational problem. The first step to the problem solving process is the most critical step. This is defining the problem. This is important because not all times is the problem clearly laid out for us. So sometimes we have to dig deep and look to really find the root of the problem. Once we have identified and acknowledged that the problem exists, then we can move forward to brainstorming solutions. This is very important because sometimes when we're trying to solve a problem, we look for the first solution, and it's not always the best solution. It's just the first solution. So we need to brainstorm ideas, write ideas down, and talk them over with other people. This way, we can find if the solution is really the best and most efficient solution. Then we need to pick a solution. This is important. This is where writing down your solutions and your ideas comes in handy, because then you can eliminate ideas and solutions that maybe aren't the best, and you can talk them over with other people. When you're picking a solution, it is important to also think of the way you will carry out the plan and think of your action plan. Then we must implement the solution. This is where our plan goes into play and where we really start to look into how we will implement the solution. Lastly, we have review the results. This is a step that is often forgotten because sometimes when we find a solution to a problem, we think that we've actually solved the problem, but we don't look back to see if we solved it in the best way possible and if it's actually working. So reviewing the results is very important. I will provide the following example. This is a case study. The University of Houston downtown has very slow internet connection throughout several times of the day. Students, staff, and faculty are expressing their discomfort in regards to this issue. While the university decides that for better network coverage, they must do a proof of concept with 3 different vendors to really look into what is the best possible solution into addressing the slow network speeds. After the proof of concept, the IT department decides to go with vendor C because their service is provide a better internet connection to the students and staff throughout the day. Then the university begins to upgrade all their equipment, their software and hardware. That way the new vendor can bring in their new solution. After the new internet has been in place, then the university begins to monitor internet speeds and begins to survey students, faculty, and staff to see if the problem has really been resolved and if they are experiencing better network speeds. Lastly, let's summarize. The 5 steps to problem solving is step 1, define the problem. This is where the university recognizes that the connection is slow. Step 2, brainstorm solutions. This is where the university did the proof of concept with the 3 different vendors. Step 3, pick a solution. This is where the university selected one specific vendor to work with. Step 4 would be to implement the solution. This is when the university began to upgrade all their software and all their equipment. And lastly, reviewing the results. This is when they decided to do survey and to monitor network speeds to figure out if the problem had already been resolved. Thank you.